What's up, everyone? This is Will with Kazuya Gaming. Today I'm going to be giving you a beginner's guide to 7 Days to Die, Alpha 19.5. So here we have your compass. Under that we have your clock and your calendar. It's important to keep an eye on what day it is so you know when it's the 7th day. Down here we have your item bar, your experience bar is that tiny little bar above it. The green bar below that is your hunger, and then the blue bar is your thirst. Here we have your health, which is the red bar, your stamina, which is the blue bar, and above that we have any active effects. So here we have your current quest and your current version for the game. So here we have your menu. It's the crafting menu first: basic, building, resource, ammo, weapons, tools, traps, food, cooking, science, clothing, decor, and miscellaneous. Then we have your skills. We got perception, strength, fortitude, agility, and intellect. Now, some skills require you to have a certain amount of attributes. Say that one's 3. And as you go down the attribute list, they become more and more expensive. And this last page is for skill books. You can't really buy them. You can only find the skill books in the game. Then we have the map. You can zoom out. You can zoom in. You can set waypoints. Yeah, there's a waypoint. You name it. To remove the waypoint, you just go over here to this little, right there. Click remove. You can set quick waypoints, which is just the flags. Click that to remove them. This is your shared waypoint menu. Here we have your character menu. It shows your level, shows what you have equipped, and it shows your status effects. Here we have your player menu, which shows your game stage, your level, other people's game stage and levels. Here we have a journal, which shows your tooltips. Here we have your quest menu, shows your current quest. Down at the bottom, it'll be shared quests. So now we'll go over gathering resources. First, you'll have to punch everything. Here we have an example of a small tree, easy to break. Here's a stone. These are scattered everywhere. And if you can't find a small stone, you can always just punch a big stone. Well, this takes a bit of time and is very unrewarding. Personally, I wouldn't suggest doing this at all. Same goes for trees, but it takes slightly less time. So now we'll move on to tools. You always want to use the correct tool. So for a tree, of course, that's an axe. And for tree stumps, those give you honey, which can help with infections. Moving on to stones, the correct item for that is a pickaxe. So for beds, chairs, anything electronics, you want to use a wrench, and I will take every single one you find apart. So here we have an underground farm, and it's supplied with light from one hole dug all the way to the surface. Now let's talk about an underappreciated gem called Animal Tracker. With just a few points of investment, you can crouch for 3 seconds and find any chicken or rabbit in the brush that's nearby. Boom, there it is. So another good way to get resources, we'll click clear zombies here.
You look like you could handle it.
Yes,
I have a
we'll
good
accept
feeling
that.
about you.
Then we'll do the arduous
Good luck.
journey. Oh, we're there. Now we won't actually engage the quest. We'll just go and clear this POI first. If you notice, as I walked over that trash, it made a noise. So if you're trying to be sneaky, don't walk over trash. Now that we've cleared the POI, we're going to go back out. We're going to take the quest, and it's going to reset everything, including the zombies. As you can see, everything is respawned, so you just loot it all again. We're only going to spend a few seconds here talking about the trader. So the most important tabs are going to be secret stash and weapon. And what you want to do is try to find a cheap weapon as soon as possible because guns are important. Just doing quests, you get dukes, and you can use those to buy a gun. The icon shows when you've read books, so keep that in mind. So really quickly, I'm going to go over a couple base ideas that might help you survive a horde night. Here with a hatch and a basic door frame, stand here forever. They really wouldn't do too much damage to the door frame, and they definitely wouldn't be able to hit you as long as you don't stand right on top of them. So now that you've seen the basic setup for my horde bases, let's look at a couple of my designs. So here we have the most basic version, just a robo sledge on a catwalk, a cage in the end. Now here we have a more complex version of that, the pit of spikes on the side, which will help do damage, as opposed to just the fall damage, because they only take 33% fall damage. Now we're going to look at Horde Night with this base. As you can see, it pushes them off here, and they fall into the spike pit all the way down to the bottom, taking damage all the way down. And then they get back up, reset the loop, get pushed off again. This one doesn't take much effort from you because the spikes in the sledge do most of the damage. Watch this dog, thinks he's gonna be smart. Yeah, see, there he is, just fighting on it. But he takes damage over time and eventually, boop, there it goes. Okay, so here's the more basic version. This is just gonna be fall damage and sledge damage. But still, they reset. This has less upkeep because you don't have to replace the spikes after a time, but it doesn't go as quickly. These are basically just AFK base. You can just AFK the whole time and not do anything. Not saying that you should always be active if possible. And what you can do is you can just set these up outside your base, so this is your entrances. So here we have an upside down wedge tip and a half block, and that's going to build the premise of this next AFK. You look, there are the wedge tips, and then there are the half blocks. Zombies just do that. They run there and fall down. Here it is in practice. I placed a turret here to give a little extra damage. As you can see, they just path to the middle and then fall off. So this one doesn't do as much damage because they just take fall damage. So if you want, you can put spikes underneath there so they can take a little extra damage. That's going to do it for this video. My name's Will with Kazuya Gaming. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Tune in for more videos like this.